Welcome to Giants Live, the World's Strongest Man qualifying tour. It's round number 4, and we are in Finland this time. Vasa at the Power Park. And our strongmen are centre stage in a power truck festival. Well, we've brought along some of the world's strongest men, especially those from Scandinavia and Northern Europe. They're going to be battling it over 6 grueling disciplines to find the top 3 to go to the world's strongest man. And here's the lineup. Rob Frampton of Portsmouth, England. Agris Koselniks, multiple Latvian champion. Vaidas Blakaitis, a veteran from Lithuania. Matty Yarvey, Finland's #1. Martin Weildauer, the Austrian champion, is back. Tommy Lotta, a very experienced Finn. Espen Auna, Norway's strongest man. Jono Cursela, the #3 in Finland. Ronald, the #2 from Latvia. Ronald Heinler, Estonia's strongest man. Well, with all these fabulous trucks around, I think there's only one thing to do. First event here in Finland is the giant truck pull, and I mean giant. This is 28 tons, and you have to pull it for 20 meters. Now, Rob Frampton, you're already puffing with the warm-up. I mean, this is going to be brutal on the cardiovascular system, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a heavy pull. It's 28 ton, 20 meters. Should be good. You know, it's a heavy one.
Now with this rope here, I mean, is it a benefit to have the rope to pull with the arms?
Yeah, definitely. This is the first inertia, the first couple of meters, pull it off with the rope, so it should get the feet working quite quickly, hopefully, and try and get 20 meters.
I mean, 20 meters, yeah. What kind of time could you do that in if you were particularly quick?
We'll try maybe about 30 seconds. Sub 30 would be good.
Well, first out was Jono Cursela of Finland. He managed it in 49.3 seconds. Espen Auna followed, did better, 38. Agris Koselniks of Latvia, big man, 38 seconds too. Matty Yarvey, 41 seconds. Ronald Heinler, one of the smallest men here, did it in 40.9. Ronald, a disappointing 49.7. So we move on with the action, and it is Tommy Lotta of Finland, 35 years old now. Big man. That, of course, helps in truck pulling. And on his day, one of the best in the world at this event. Look at that, keeping full tension on the rope. You see how tight the rope is, using his arms and his legs in perfect unison here. Short strides. Trying to keep his body as low as possible. You really want your back almost flat with the ground. He's coming close to the line now, 36 seconds. It is the middle of the wheel that they are timing it to, so 37.75 for Tommy Lotta is a tremendous time and puts him up into the lead. Now, Rob Frampton of England, let's see what the Englishman can do. He's had real problems with sciatica and indeed a bicep injury recently, so both his legs and his arms a bit hindered here. Plenty of body weight though, bulky man, 160 kilograms plus perhaps after a few good dinners. Driving away to the halfway point. Things are looking good. It is very flat, the ground here. No little uphill sections to undo them. So once you're over that initial inertia at the start, it does keep coming at you. Oh, he's starting to come up right now, Frampton, as he fatigues over the finish line. 40.34 seconds. Well, it'll be middle of the pack, I fear. He was looking for 30 seconds, but I think that was a bit optimistic. Vaidas Blakaitis, a real veteran to strongman. And if he qualifies here, it would make 3 Lithuanians going to the World's Strongest Man finals. We've already got Zaviskas, who is the reigning champion, Lalas, who qualified in London, and from a country of what, 2 million? That would be quite something. Well, it's not beautiful, the truck pull style, but it's effective. He really is a phenomenal athlete, Blakaitis. Quite short, but just packed with muscle. Oh, you can hear him screaming, he wants this, and over the line it is 33.08. Wow, by 3 seconds plus he's into first place. Martin Weildauer, you see, just 23 years old, from Kufstein in Austria. We haven't had a good Austrian, really, since Manfred Herbel. I mean, a great Austrian, someone who can really mix it with the world's best. And Herbel, well, his best days were back in the early 90s. Just wobbling around a little bit here, side to side. That's never good. Energy's going off in the wrong direction. See, he's got those rock climbing boots on, extra friction helps him drive, and you know what, this isn't going to be a bad time. It's going to be close to Tommy Lotter's 37.14. Well, that is in fact better than Tommy Lotter. So Martin Weildauer takes second there, but Vidas Blakaitis by some margin wins the truck pull.
37 seconds is very good time for me. I'm happy.
Third place. I mean, in Finland, you're one of the veterans now. You're no longer one of the young guys. But I mean, you're still in great shape.
Yeah, truck pull is always very good for me, and I'm very happy. Third place.
Great stuff. Well, Vidas, you've won. Could you make it 3 Lithuanians at Worlds?
Yeah, I believe that 3 Lithuania will compete in World's Strongest Man. And I believe in good results of all 3 Lithuania guys.
Maybe gold, silver and bronze medal, huh?
Maybe.
All right, well, good luck today.
Thank you.
Well, any clues as to what's coming up next? Well, it's going to be a real test of overhead power. We're at this great truck festival here in Vasa, and the crowd is getting bigger.
Now, Espen,
yeah.
140 kilos, you're just warming up at the moment.
Yep.
60 seconds this log press. How many repetitions is actually possible?
I think the winning reps today is going to be 8 to 10 reps on 60 seconds.
And will that 10 reps have Espinone's name next to it?
I hope so, I really hope so. It's normally a good event for me, so I hope to get 8 to 10, I hope so.
And is it all about the shoulder power, or do you use your legs as well?
For me it's just legs. I just turn the log and straight press it, because I'm not so good with my legs. So for me it's shoulder power and it's stamina. It's 60 seconds and you have to have good stamina to hold out for 60 seconds.
Well, come on, you're the new Viking now, eh? Good luck.
Jono Cursela failed to do any reps at all. Marek Sleitus, just 1. Tommy Lotter hit 5. Agris Koselniks matched that for Latvia. Matty Yarvey of Finland, 28 years old now, looking for his World's Strongest Man competition, his first ever. If he comes top 3, he'll certainly get that. Ronald Heinler of Estonia, likewise, a fairly new name to the international scene. Heinler, very small man for a top strong man, only 120 kilos. Oh, well, it's Yarvey who's quick away there. Straight up with the shoulders, but Heinler blasts with the legs. He's got an Olympic lifting past, certainly very proficient at it anyway. Up goes number 3 for both of them. Well, when you just use shoulder power like Yarvey, you can tire. But Yarvey is solid here. Both men on 5. This is going to be a good contest. 6, 7 reps, maybe more. Heinler gets up to 6th first as Yarvey starts to fatigue. For 7, feet in line, gets the down signal. We have Ilkka Kinnunen and Marcel Moster refereeing here. Two very well-known international referees. No, number 8 is not coming. So 7 reps for Heinler of Estonia, with a good outing there for Yarvey on 6. Well, you can see Heinler really driving with the legs, snapping them up each time. I think that just saved him a bit of energy. Well, there appears to be some problem with our log. One of the logs is damaged.
Log is a little bit injured, so the bars where the weights are bent. So now we decided, so it will be fair for all the athletes, just to use the one log.
Okay, that makes good sense. I guess it keeps them happy.
Yeah, of course. I have to be fair for all the athletes.
Well, Rob Frampton out next, and earlier in the day he got rather friendly with the locals.
I'm Rob Frampton from England, Portsmouth, 158 kilos, 6'1". We're in Finland this weekend to win. Titral power! I've had a good year so far. I've dropped a bit of weight. 158 kilos now. I feel fitter and stronger. This week I'm hoping to win this one. It's a good event for me, so I'm going to try and do my best and get that top 3 spot. I've dropped about 9 kilos of just fat and just stuff that I didn't really need. You know, it hasn't really affected my top lifts. I'm still lifting quite heavy, but what it is it's helped me with my fitness and stuff, which is, you know, what you need for strongmen as well. You can be strong, but if you haven't got the fitness, you just can't carry on. Internationals are always difficult because obviously you've got the travelling to think of, and then you'll get going to an event where you haven't really done any of their equipment. So it's tricky, but I like it because it gives that little bit of an edge to it. You never know. Everyone's in the same boat, you know. It's good. So I'm really looking forward to it.
You ready?
Yes.
Set, go!
Now, you... En voi kyllä mitään en mä ajattele. No ei mä oo mitään.
We're rich, Rob.
Thank you.
No worries, anytime.
Easy money. Cheers, buddy.
Well, it must be known that Rob handed all the money back to the trucker later on that day. He wouldn't take that. Too easy for him. Rob Frampton, 1 rep then, gets underway here on his own. The injured log, as Ilkka Kinnunen called it, has been retired to the back of the tent. Well, Frampton using just shoulder power. Titchfield power, as he screamed in that feature. It's, of course, where he comes from, an area near Portsmouth. Up goes the 3rd. And, well, just looks like there's a bit of a struggle up the top, losing his balance a touch. Well, sometimes it's the shoes, sometimes it's the surface, or sometimes it's just the fact you're not strong enough. But there's number 4. This is starting to turn into a decent effort. If he can get a 5th one up, that would really be good. No, he hasn't got time, and, well, Frampton probably would have been hoping for another there. Off the chest, no problem at all when he got his balance. Plenty of power. 4 reps for Frampton. Next up then, Martin Weildauer, who certainly has never been king of the presses. Tall man, long-armed, as you can see. Helps for many events, but not normally the press. But he has matured, now 23 years old. Perhaps the shoulder power will equal the great deadlift power, the lower back power that he's famed for. Well, he too is just staggering around a little. 2 reps for him. The total we're chasing is Ronald Heinler, who did 7. Yarvey did 6, of course. Number 3, if he gets another, he'll equal Frampton. Just over 15 seconds to go. just enough time if he gets this right. Takes his time, shows his experience, and just gets it in the nick of time there. 4 reps for Weildauer. Now, the man who won the first event, Vidas Blakaitis. This guy has crazy shoulder power. I think all Lithuanian men do. Certainly Zaviskus and Lalas, they both have incredible shoulders. Well, let's see what kind of a pace he sets off at. This is quick. 2. Right off the cuff in under 10 seconds. Number 3. So another one, and he's over halfway there, and he'll have 40 seconds in which to do 3 more reps to equal this man, Ronald Heinler, who has one keen eye on what's going on here. 6th as easy as the first rep. Wow, awesome power from Blakaitis. 1 more for the win. And that's 2 wins in a row, and a little showboat too. Stands on one leg just to say, hey, that was easy. And it was. 8 repetitions for the Lithuanian. 2 wins out of 2.
Hey, Rauno, it looked for a while there you were going to win, but Vidas spoiled the party for you. It's a great event, though, for you, right?
Yeah, I know. I was sure he can do more because he did straight away up. It's very easy for him, but I'm very happy with my result. I did 8, almost. I did 7, almost 8. I'm happy.
Vidas Blakaitis, 8 repetitions, 1 ahead of Heinler. Yarvey down in 3rd place with 6. So overall then, Vidas Blakaitis 2 out of 2, maximum 20 points. Koselniks and Weildauer equal in 2nd place with 14.
It's event number 3, and nothing's ever easy in strongman. I guess if you were smart, you'd probably roll this 440-kilo tire down this course. But this isn't what these guys are doing. 75 seconds, and they have to flip it end over end 8 times.
Vidas Blakaitis did it in 43.04 seconds. He was up against Heinler, who did it in 38.6.
I just want to make it look big for the camera.
Just pumping up the biceps. Wow, massive arms on Weildauer. He'll get his go in a minute. Espen Aune of Norway against Frampton of England. Well, Frampton does have a bit of a biceps injury, so let's see how he gets on with this. It is quite bicep heavy, the tire, depending on how you lift it. And yeah, already we've got some problems. Espen Aune gets underway without any difficulty. Quite an explosive athlete, Aune. Very strong legs, great squatter. He's not a massive man like Richard Skog, who's the other Norwegian, but he is. Well, still 2 flips to go for Espen Aune. Frampton's done. He's had enough. 3 flips, and oh no, I hope that biceps is not too bad. Aune walks off with a 47.84. It's not a great time, but Frampton's the one who will be a little worried. Tommy Lotte then against Martin Weildauer on the left. 2 very tall guys. Weildauer 6'5", Lotte pretty close to that. Let's see how quick they can get down to the tire. Got to just take your time a bit to make sure you grab the right grip on the tire. The tread is different on all of these giant tires. It's Weildauer with the pumped up biceps who's flipping this over easiest. Well, we've seen many bicep injuries in this event. Well, this could be a great time for Weildauer. He's just going on to his last flip here. Time of 33-ish seconds. That's going to be certainly the lead. 34.00. That is tremendous. Way faster than anyone else. And Lotte not too bad at 41.99. Tommy Lotta's wife there, pretty happy with that. But it is a tremendous time from Weildauer. So last pairing to try and beat it. Agris Koselniks up against Matty Yarvey of Finland. Yarvey on the right, Agris Koselniks on the left, who is a tremendous powerlifter, Koselniks. And he's followed on well from Raymonsberg Manis, who was Latvian #1 for quite some time, the Olympic lifter. Still yet to do any real damage at the world's strongest man, though, Koselniks. Turned up a couple times now and hasn't done much. Matty Yarvey looking for his first ever go at the world's strongest man. Top 3 here in Finland guarantees you a place there. That'll be in West Virginia later in the year. Now, Matty Yarvey finishes 37.06. Koselniks' time quicker, 35.59, but it does not beat Weildauer.
So Martin, congratulations. You just won the tire there. I mean, was that something you expected to do? So was it the bicep warm-up that did it?
Yeah, you know my secret on winning the tire flip, it was pumping up your biceps, you know, but my secret is...
Looking great and being strong, it's vital.
Yeah, of course it is, so I'm really happy.
Yeah, I mean, you're in first place now, but the next event is the hold, which I'm guessing biomechanically with these exceptionally long arms cannot be good for you.
No, it's really bad for me, but the next event is the deadlift, and my long arms, I'm pretty good for the deadlift. Bad for the front hold, but good for the deadlift, so.
All right, hey, well done, the winner, Martin Weildauer.
So the third event is taken by the young Austrian, 34.00, a second and a half quicker than Koselniks, who gets himself some great points, and another good finish from Yarvey of Finland. Weildauer then equal on 24 points with Blakaitis, who had a poor tyre flip. Rob Frampton down in 7th. That bicep could be a big problem. Well, time for a bit of grub. And after dinner, well, nothing better than some ice cream. And that's exactly what we're going to be lifting. Over 350 kilos of it.
Event number 4 will be the deadlift now. You have to pick this 343 kilos up as many times as possible in 60 seconds. This giant machine here full of ice creams, funnily enough. Now, Ilkka, why have you swapped it around? You were going to do the forward hold.
Yes, Colin, the reason why I changed this is that otherwise we would have 2 back events at the end. So to be fair for the athletes, to give a little bit rest for the back, that's why I made this decision.
Okay, so just to explain then, after the deadlift, we'll do the forward hold, which obviously doesn't hurt the back, it hurts the shoulders. Then we'll finish on a brutal medley.
Agris Koselniks, first up, did 6 reps. Jono Cursela, 4. Mareks Laitis couldn't get it off the ground. Tommy Lotta, neither. Matty Yarvey managed just 1. This was proving to be a tough task. So on with Rob Frampton, and hopefully Frampton of Portsmouth, England, south of England's strongest man, can pull something out the bag here. A disappointing tyre flip with that biceps injury. Now he's really got to attack this. The bicep, of course, is strained in the deadlift. There's 1. Well, the first 2 fly up without a problem. Got big hamstrings and lower back, does Frampton. Got to dig deep here. It's a funny machine, it swings away from you. It's not like a normal deadlift bar at all. So if this were 350 in the gym, it would be a lot easier for the men. So he's on 4, 6 to beat, chasing the big Latvians total. You can see it's not just ice creams, all those metal plates at the front. Certainly adding a lot of weight. On to 5, this is really good, but he's running out of time. And out of energy too. 5 for Frampton. One behind Cursela.
Rob, 5 repetitions, bit disappointed with that?
Yeah, I've done more. The weight's very, very forward, and where it's that funny hinge thing, it's tricky.
Tell me, your biceps bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was over here about 8 weeks ago in Finland and partially tore it. I've been sort of nursing it and working around it, training around it, and I think the tire today may have given it a little bit more of a rip.
Oh, well, bad luck, mate. I hope you can continue.
Thank you, mate.
Vidas Blakaitis gets very nervous before events. Sometimes completely loses his cool, but so far today he's been absolutely spot on. Well, the deadlift, it's one of these ones where it's actually quite hard to muck up. You just have to rip it as hard as you can off the floor. Now, how many times can Blakaitis do it? Some good deadlifters to follow, of course, especially in the shape of Martin Weildauer, the deadlift kid. So Blakaitis needs to put up a big total here if he wants to try and win. 5 reps has equaled Frampton. This to match his old friend Cursela from Latvia. Time's ticking away, still has 30 seconds though. That is plenty of time to recover and pull out 2 more, I think. His back is like a piece of iron, so thick in the erector spinae, the latissimus dorsi. He is a beast of a guy, and there's 2 more. Blakaitis up to 7 reps. Into the lead. No, that was just rooted to the ground. So good effort from Blakaitis. 7 reps. 1 ahead of Cursela. You can see the shake was on at the end. He just couldn't get another one out after that 7th. Well, Ronald Heinler is a real surprise package. He's been very interesting so far this contest in a good way. He is extremely strong for such a small man in comparison to so many of the giants. I think if you were to meet him in the street, you might guess he was a javelin thrower or some form of power athlete, but not an out-and-out strongman. Poof, look at that, 350-odd kilos just shot off the ground. Plenty of explosive fibers in this guy. And Estonia have got themselves a new star. Up goes number 4. 1 more to equal Frampton. 5 in 20 seconds. Look who's looking on here. A little bit worried. Blakaitis, 7 reps. Heinler has matched. 20+ seconds to do an 8th and take the lead. Yes, he's done it. Now, to put the pressure on Weildauer. Screams out a 9th. Well, left absolutely everything there. Just went for it. Every sinew straining. Brilliant stuff from Heinler. Blakaitis flicks his hand, dismissive. Knows he's been beaten. And beaten comfortably, really. That is a tough total now for Weildauer to beat. If he's to do it, he'd have to do 10 reps. And in 60 seconds, that's 6 seconds a rep. That would be some going with this weight. Straps on, they're allowed that. Just make sure the grip does not give way. The referees want to test the lower back and the hamstring strength, not the grip in this case. Well, Weildauer's got a long way to pull the weight. He's a tall guy, but he's set off like a steam train here. 3 reps. 4 reps in 10 seconds. This is awesome stuff. Well, Blakaitis was already taking a rest at this point. And this is where Heinler took his first rest. But Weildauer's up to 7 already. 30 seconds to go. in which to pull the final 3 reps for the win if he can do it. One more to equal Heinler. Time is now starting to run out. Jacks it up the thighs, he gets it. Just locks out. 10 seconds for the win. And he does it. He does it. The deadlift kid. And he's going for the ice creams. Double figures. And he's allowed that treat for sure. Tore that last one off the ground and then just jacked up the thighs.
The nutrition secrets of the deadlift is ice cream, huh? Hey, well done. 10 reps. You did what you said.
Yeah, I promised you.
But you struggled a little bit, huh? That wasn't so easy.
I had no ice cream before.
Ah, okay. Hey, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Well, spreading the love around, the athletes chucking out all of these Magnum ice creams. Von Weildauer, though, is celebrating on top. Heinler in second, Blakaitis in third. Overall, then, Weildauer has done himself no harm there. 2 points in the lead ahead of Blakaitis. Cursela's in third, but Heinler is close, 1 point behind.
Our penultimate event here in Finland is the forward hold. You have to pick this 25-kilo cylinder up and you have to lift it out in front of you. Luckily, you get 2 hands. So, Martin, can you hold the microphone and just tell me what I'm doing wrong here if I get it wrong?
Of course, yeah.
Ready?
A little bit higher, straight your arms. Yes, good. A little bit higher, good. It's okay. But you're not really good at this, but it's no problem. I think I'm as bad as you in this event.
Well, Rob Frampton, the bicep won't hurt here. Hopefully he can pull something out with those huge shoulders of his. Jono Cursela on the left has had a pretty quiet day, really. Perhaps just a touch out of his league at the moment as Finland's number 3 athlete. Well, they were both off and away at similar times there, so they'll probably take exactly the same start time. We do have 2 referees, 1 for each, to make sure there's no cheating at the beginning. Now, you can't bend the elbows. Got to keep those straight. Can't raise it too high up, or again, that's just making it a little bit easier. Again, leaning back is another little cheat the referees are watching out for. But the big shake is on for Cursela, and at the 40-second mark, he's starting to go. He's gone. Frampton, stoic, holding firm. 50 seconds. This is brilliant from the Pompey man. Oh, leaning back now. He's got called for it. And when he went forward, he had to go. 58.12 seconds. That certainly puts him into the lead. And that may well be a winner. Around about the minute is very good with this weight. Blakaitis, I bet he's tremendous at this. Those chunky shoulders and short arms. Agris Cursela. Well, he's a much taller, longer-armed athlete than the likes of Blakaitis. In theory, that should be making it more difficult. Well, you've just got to get yourself in the zone. Just dig in, find a happy place, as they say. Whatever you do, don't think about what you're doing. There's Moster, who's keeping his eye on Blakaitis. Blakaitis trying just to lean back a little bit. Whatever you can get away with, you will do, of course. Lean back too much and you're in trouble. And look who's gone. Cursela's just got attacked by the shakes there. Coming up to 50 seconds, 58 to beat Frampton, let's remember. Holding this firm, this is great. Couple more seconds and he's done it. Our new leader then is Blakaitis of Lithuania, well past the minute mark. And the crowd are getting into this. This is tremendous stuff. Oh, he goes at 69 seconds. In the end, the referees were shouting at him to lean forward. One pair to go. It's Weildauer of Austria, who has just confessed to us he's not the best, and Heinler of Estonia, who's just a pit bull of an athlete. And I imagine we'll be digging in hard here. Well, it's Heinler who's up first. I'm sure the referees will have clocked that properly. There's already a bit of a shake on Weildauer. But he's our leader overall in the tournament. With after this, there'll just be one event to go. So Weildauer must try and hang in here as long as possible. At least get maybe 4th or 5th place. That would be good. If he drops it now, it'll be last and a real disaster for him. He's getting shouted at by the refs. Don't start to lean back. He's got to keep his head up. 42, 43 seconds. Oh, Weildauer just starting to creep back now. There you go, heads back up again. Doesn't want to get in trouble. Well, this is amazing. He's going to come up past Frampton, with both men chasing a minute, and in the end, he beats Heinler. Well, I did not expect that from Martin Weildauer. He does not beat Frampton, actually, but that's good enough for 3rd. So Weildauer in 3rd, Frampton 2nd, Blakaitis in 1st, and that's a real face saver for Rob Frampton with one event to go. Blakaitis equal on points now with Weildauer. What a finish we've got here. And Heinler and Cursela are close too. Good battle for 3rd. Well, the action's heating up. And it's going to be one tough contest between the top 2 at the end. As for Rob Frampton of England, though, that last event took it out of him. And despite a good finish, he's decided to call it a day before the medley.
Final event here in Finland, and what a brutal event it is as well. It's the medley. You have to pick these 120 kilo boxes up and load them up there onto the 4-foot platform. They weigh 120 kilos. Then run and pick up a sack, 90 kilos, again up there. Then 100, then 110, then 120 kilo sack to finish. We're giving them 90 seconds, and hopefully someone will do it. Well, between these two, they're equal in 1st place, both on 42 points. Now, Martin, can you win this?
The old guy against the young Weildauer. Yes, I will win.
There you go. Well, old guy, can you win this?
Yeah. I very strong in this event, and I think I can win.
Let's see what happens. What a way to finish. Couldn't get any harder.
So Rob Frampton is out. A little text home to say, it's all gone wrong, honey. Ronald Heinler against Cursela. Now this is absolutely the battle for a world's strongest man place. Heinler just has to stay ahead of Cursela here, and he will be going to the world's strongest man contest in West Virginia later in the year, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do. Oh, look at this. He is just a brilliant all-rounder, but look at the medley. I bet this is the top time at the end of today. So quick, Heinler. And Cursela, the giant powerlifter, is starting to grind to a halt. Heinler on the last sack then. Look at this, the sprint home, so much faster to Cursela, and the time, 39.04 seconds. He's booked his place to the world's strongest man. What a first debut at Giants Live for Ronald Heinler. And he stays on to politely support his friend Cursela. We've had some great Estonians in the past, Tarmo Mitt, but that's it for the Latvian. 3 sacks is it, no time for him, totally exhausted, just not the right body shape really for sprinting in the hot sun. Mon Weildauer then up against Vidas Blakaitis, the youngster against the old veteran warhorse in Blakaitis. So Blakaitis on the right, Weildauer on the left, and it's Blakaitis who's away first. Whoever wins, wins the competition. It's as simple as that. Blakaitis, he's just unbelievable. But what happened there? He fluffed up the pickup. I said he gets nervous. He often makes mistakes, and he's just done a whopper there. Weildauer then onto the last sack as Blakaitis loads the penultimate one. For the victory, he's done it. Mon Weildauer of Austria has won the Giants Live here in Finland. And it's been a long, long time since we've seen an Austrian winning a major international strongman contest. And at 23, he has a huge future in front of him. Well done to Blakaitis at 39. In second place, he qualifies for the world's strongest man. Well, let's have a look at the confirmation of times. Weildauer by a second ahead of Tommy Lotter, who put in a good performance at the end. Heinler in third. I thought it might have been better than that. Blakaitis down in fourth. Overall then by 3 points, Weildauer beats Blakaitis. Heinler guarantees himself third. Koselnik's sadly fourth.
Martin, congratulations. First ever international win. You're going to World's Strongest Man, the works. Congratulations. It must just feel amazing.
Yeah, it's really amazing. It's, you know, when you have a dream and the dream comes true, pretty awesome. Just awesome.
I mean, speaking to you before the show, you said top 5 is really your goal.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had injury problems and so many crazy strong guys. Yeah. I mean, how much have you surprised yourself, and how have you got so good?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty good day, and everything went well. So, yeah, just a good day.
Well, next time we will be in Poltava, Ukraine. Join me, Colin Bryce, there. Till then, goodbye.